good, or you don't execute and don't do what coach says, and you get caught with a loss.
Kentucky had little time to regroup. Florida was next, eager to avenge the embarrassment in Gainesville and reclaim their place among the basketball elite. As the greatest, Muhammad Ali, watched from the Kentucky bench, the Gators landed some solid first punches. Their lights-out shooting dismantled Kentucky's pressure defense and gave them a 7-point lead at the half. But the shots began to fall Kentucky's way in the second 20 minutes, and the Cats began the slow march back into contention. A gunslinging Chris Harrison sparked the comeback. But it wasn't until the 3:59 mark of the second half that Jared Prickett gave UK the lead for good. Kentucky's knockout punch took the form of a final 15-6 bell-ringing run. It may not have been the greatest, but any come-from-behind win against a top-league challenger has a ring of satisfaction. The stakes only grew higher. One of this team's major goals was to win the SEC regular season championship, and now they had to depart on a critical 3-game road stretch against traditionally tough conference opponents.
Bring clothes with you. Nice casual clothes with you. You'll shower there. We have from 5 until 6. We'll stretch from 5 to 5:15, and we'll shoot for about 35 minutes, and that's it. Okay, now, may run Scott, Allen, Cameron, Chris, guys who haven't played that many minutes. What we'll probably do is bring your running shoes. We'll leave you off 2 miles before we get there. You just run to your end. Get you in great shape.
Coach Pitino knew the key to winning during crunch time would be to stay loose and focus. It began at Alabama, where a leaping and lunging Walter McCarty sprang a big UK run to close the first half.
At 1 point. The Wildcats give it to Rhodes. Rhodes with a one-on-one move, kicks it to McCarty. Going a hook shot of it, good! Gets to Delk. Delk pump fakes, goes under, lays the ball. It's good! Kentucky working at front court by Rhodes, down to McCarty on a stuff for number 12, and Kentucky continues to pull away.
The Cats cruised from there to the 20-point victory. Next, at Vanderbilt's inhospitable Memorial Gym, the Cats would trail by 5 at the half. But, as usual, the final tally would show the Cats winning by double figures. The last stop on the 3-game swing was in Athens, where the Cats faced Georgia. And Kentucky was gunning for big game, the official Southeastern Conference title. This time, the Cats were too big for the Dogs. Just about everything went according to the big blueprint for UK.
Davis right side for the Georgia Bulldogs, throws it away. Spoken away by Delk. He'll swing into the left side. Dish it off the road to Gus. Left side, Carrington got it back. Goes down, puts a shot at McCarty, blocked it. Throws it back into Harrison. Here comes Chris with a baseball pass. Down to Shepard. He goes under for a dunk.
The treacherous road trip finished without a blemish, and the Wildcats returned to Lexington with the SEC regular season championship under their belt. The last order of regular season business was to honor the Wildcat seniors and dispose of one last challenger. Along with Andre Riddick, fellow senior Chris Harrison was overpowered by the emotion.
Kentucky basketball, it's hard to describe. I think that one way you could describe it is heaven, is you're going to heaven. If you play basketball, and you play basketball here, you've went to heaven. So really, whoever plays here knows what heaven's going to be like when they die. Because you can't imagine all the accolation you get and all the fan support. And I mean, everything goes along with it. And you're just like put on a pedestal, and you're supposed to represent the whole state and the whole program and every little kid in the nation or in the state of Kentucky that wants to be like you. And it's something so special to me that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. And I think that's what it's all about. If you could buy this for your kid on Christmas, that's what every kid would want, is to be a Kentucky basketball player.
And then the real party began. LSU stayed close for a few minutes, and then Kentucky's Thoroughbreds were off to the races, and an SEC record 23-pointer. Harrison made the most of his final appearance before the Wildcat faithful with a career day, earning recognition as player of the game. Try as he might, Riddick couldn't cash in on the team-wide hot streak and nail the first 3 of his career. So finally, as time trickled away, he returned to familiar territory to give Kentucky a jubilant finish and a Rupp Arena record for points, 127. The Cats hit the postseason in full stride. The Southeastern Conference tournament had become a favorite hunting ground for the Wildcats. They had trimmed the nets the past 3 years running, and they had very real designs on making necklaces of those nets at the Georgia Dome as well. Kentucky drew a tough first-round foe in Auburn, the league's bona fide spoiler. But the Wildcats left little room for the Tigers to work their magic.
Goes up, lays it up good. And starts on his dribble, hesitates, darts back again. Picks it up, lobs it inside to Prickett. Prickett deals it to Walker, who dunks it.
The Cats held a seemingly secure lead with 4 minutes to play. The sense of security, however, was false. All of a sudden, Auburn's pressure froze the Cats like a deer in the headlights. 5 quick turnovers opened the door, and the surging Tigers whittled the 18-point lead to 7 in just 2 minutes. The Cats awoke in the nick of time, though, and scored 8 unanswered points to fend off the late challenge.
Right side, Delk. Delk front court, pulls up in the air, bouncing Noga. Tapped by McCarty, good! They get the ball on the bounce with the exchange of possessions. Harris to Delk, to Shepard. Underneath, Wapo. He slams it through with both hands.
Better the breakdown happened in the first round, Rick Pitino said, than later. His Charges seemed to learn their lesson well in the semifinal match against Florida. Gut check time came early in this one. Andre Riddick left the game within 90 seconds with a scratch dive. Walter McCarty took a seat a few minutes later with his second foul. And Tony Delk and Roderick Rhodes struggled to find the range amid the vast sea of Georgia Dome seats. Once again, no problem. The bench to the rescue. Antoine Walker set off a second-string celebration.
Over to Harrison in the corner for the shot. It's up, it's good.
Chris Harrison made the Gators think again about employing a zone. And the quickly evolving Mark Pope forced Florida to wonder if any defense would work. Kentucky's 11-man rotation took a collective bow, then got to the serious business of preparing for the SEC championship game. The enticing championship game figured to be the stuff of dreams or nightmares. The rematch with Arkansas. The season's first meeting between the two had delivered the thrill, but it looked positively commonplace beside what would become the tournament final of the ages.
I think they felt they may have escaped at home. I think they won a losing streak when we played them, and they pulled it out and beat us at their place. And they knew we wanted revenge, and I don't think a defending national champion. And they was on the road, and they wasn't trying to lose. It was just an important game to them as it was to us. So I think both teams just laid it on the line.
Arkansas opened with a rain of threes, blistering Kentucky's usually stingy perimeter defense. The Cats looked dazed, and the Razorbacks blazed to a 35-16 lead in the first 11 minutes.
McCarty's on him. He takes McCarty in, pulls up for 5, misses a shot. McCarty had the rebound. Deck took it away from him, and you bring it out, give it to Thurman. Up for 3, right side, good. Down to Williamson, out to Robinson. He puts up a 3. The big man can shoot from there, and he got it. They get it out to Remax straight away. Puts it up good. 35-16, Arkansas's running.